ever since I was a youngin'. A nigga had mad status. So way before the rags to riches, a nigga like me was straight bagging bitches. But you know what? Every time I ride through, old girls acting brand new. But it's funny how I only want you. Yeah, it's funny how I only want you. I'ma keep it real simple. All I need is a quick sample. Only give me what I can't handle. I need to slow down in this drive-through window. 2 cups sipping, 2 ain't swerving. 2 bitches with me, yeah, we just cruising.
Hey guys, this is Alexis Tippett. I'm here at Tough Sound Recordings. I'm here with the Pittsburgh-based group, A Kid Called Gauwd.
Thank you.
How you guys doing today?
We're doing good.
Doing good?
Feeling
good? You look like superstars. I'm feeling shades. You bring me some?
No, we didn't. We gotta do that. The next interview, we're gonna get you a shade for sure.
That's be pink though.
He said he was good.
Destiny right here.
I guess.
I would think so.
Sounds like destiny to me.
I would think so. It's like a big gap still. Definitely a big gap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is We
Hotel?
Hotep?
Yeah.
All right. So, what's We Hotep?
Yeah. It's a brand. It's like a movement. You know, We Hotep is our movement.
Really?
Hotep is an ancient African Kemetic word for peace. So really, you know, we just saying we peace. We come in peace, and we expect to be
Greeted with peace.
greeted with peace.
That's excellent. You know, peace is very
Peace, love, and happiness.
Exactly.
Peace, love, and happiness.
right. You gotta love, right?
So
what?
Yeah. And peace is a warning too.
Really?
It's we come with peace, but when we're at wherever we're at, there will be peace.
I feel that. I like
there
that.
will be peace at all times.
I like that.
Of course.
That's definitely dope. All right. So, what is the name of your project?
All thanks to drugs.
Okay. Say that again.
All thanks to drugs.
Okay.
And the title, it's been a title that I had for a while. I just never knew what to use it for.
Okay.
I had like a direction. And being how, like I said, me and like how he said, we haven't really seen each other, you know what I mean, that much. You know, and I've actually, last time I bumped, like the first time I bumped into him in a while was at the studio. And I was, you know, finishing up a song. And he came in at the end of the song, or, you know, he was listening to it. And he was just talking about the song. He was giving me good feedback on it. And he played me, you know, something that he just did. I'm like, yeah, that shit's hard. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah. And I had to ask him, I said, bro, we got to do a project or a song or something, you know. And he was like, yeah, just hit me, you know, whatever. Then, you know, through text and shooting each other ideas. I mean, I think All Thanks to Drugs came out of, you know, in a text. Or it doesn't really matter, but it came up and he was like, you know what, bro, that should be the name of the project. So that's where we came up with that first.
What we roll with, you know what I mean? And I feel like drugs is like, all thanks to drugs is kind of symbolic because, you know, there's a bad stigma on certain type of drugs, but like a lot of the like holistic drugs, it's like you can reach a lot of different types of perspectives and different levels of consciousness with certain type of drugs.
Yeah, we ain't talking about heroin and like
heroin, crack.
Just have it like
all the holistic joints. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't want to leave no impression.
Wrong impression.
Yeah. But that's where you know. That's where kind of, because the music is psychedelic in a sense, you know what I mean? So
it has a vibe to it. I feel like when people listen to it, the title will match, you know, will actually match the sound of the project. So yeah.
So my question for you guys, so it wasn't hard for you guys to connect, you know, you guys are pretty similar, you know, as far as characteristics, beliefs.
I'll say in beliefs, definitely, you know, mentality-wise. I wouldn't necessarily say, you know, person, you know, we have different, you know, personalities.
Of course, yeah.
But we have good core, same beliefs. You know,
makes it a whole lot easier to work together, huh?
For sure. That's how the name A Kid Called Gauwd happened. A lot of our inspiration comes from the nation of the gods and the earth. You know what I mean? The 5% nation.
We do.
So you know, we recognize ourselves being gods. You know what I'm saying? Definitely recognize the black woman as being the earth. You know what I mean?
So shout out to you.
Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we wanted to kind of represent that on a higher level, that kind of consciousness, on like a dope level, you know, in which we could wear it. Because I feel like Wu-Tang was dope. They was 5, and they was like really like the five that was really fly though. Like when you seen them, they was dropping jewels, but they were dope.
They had gold grills. They had gold grills before anybody had gold grills.
Yeah,
I think.
Like they, I feel like no, they did. Like they were real eccentric in how they wore their clothes. Like when I see Raekwon when he did Bill for Cuban Links, like you know, just the style, how they was. People wanted to dress like him. They wanted to dress like Ghostface. Wu-Tang actually has one of the most highly like grossed like merch and brand like income wise. They make a lot of money off their brand to this day.
Them birds, and they still out Japan throwing up the.
Yeah.
I mean, still out there throwing up the woo.
So that's what we want to do. We want to kind of make the five pop.
I'm hyped for you guys. I'm really excited. This is really impactful, and I'm really excited. Seriously. And I wish you guys a lot of luck. I do. So, all right, excellent. So, where do you guys see yourselves going? Like, where is your goal? Where do you want to go? Where do you see yourself going?
To be honest, how we're moving now, I really do see us having those records that are in the top 5 in the country, the top 10 in the country. You know what I mean? That's just the level that we have. You know, we've had people in the industry tell us that we do have potential to be up there. I think we knew that before we even started, but I know that if we continue to work how we've been working, we'll definitely be there.
It's also optimism too. It's also optimism, you know, because being optimistic toward how you see things, you kind of like you paint a better picture when you know what you're trying to do. With that being said, like, you know, like he has a goal that he's trying to meet. I got a goal I'm trying to meet, but it's so funny that we want the same goal.
We would have never thought this. Like if you would have told me 7 months ago that I would have bumped into somebody and made a project with them, I wouldn't have probably thought that because I was on solo. You know what I'm saying? I was doing the solo thing.
You never really know.
And
no,
plus,
you don't know.
And plus, if you would have told me it was with me, that would have been probably like,
even more crazy.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know me as a rapper. I mean, for real. So it'd be like new to them, like, oh, and be rap, you know, fine rap, that'd be crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, it'd be new. I mean, it's positive. Cause I'm trying to produce more positive energy. You know what I mean? Versus, you know, any negativity that people might have of me. So it's like with this music, I think that's what we're doing.
And that comes out in the music, like, you know, the secular feel. Like, I was throwing a lot of big parties at the University of Pittsburgh the last 4 years, music-wise. That's what I was doing. I was throwing huge bangers, legendary bangers, you know what I'm saying? And it was like that experience, that environment, doing that, being with B, coming from the east side, coming from a darker way of life and a darker way of living, is getting expressed on the record. But it's so crazy because when that's being expressed, you wouldn't even think he's saying what he's saying because of how he's saying it. And that's what I think is going to get us into a lot of households that people might not think about. But it's like, yeah, man.
You know, that's deep because, you know, it's funny. It reminds me of a Nelly song. When Nelly was like, street sweeper bed with cock ready to let it go.
Right,
you got mad kids saying that. And like mad like soccer moms. He's talking about doing a whole drive-by.
Right.
A whole drive-by.
And let it go.
The whole song. But it's like, it sounds so catchy.
It does.
So friendly.
Makes you want to dance.
It makes you want to dance. You know,
those are the
who would have thought drive-bys would make you want to dance? That's one.
That's the type of writing that's on the project.
And I probably would still sing it after I knew that it was
exactly. You'd be like, so what?
Just being honest. But that's excellent. So I had a deal breaker question for you guys. You ready for this? Drum roll, please. Just kidding. Okay, so the question is, would you guys sign to a huge or big record label, or major record label? Would you do that?
And I would say that I would never shut that option down.
Okay.
I think that there's a lot of great opportunity that labels can present. You just have to have your business right, you know what I mean, and just know how to have your paperwork right and come correct with that. You know, a lot of people don't know how to have their business straight, so that kind of gets them in a snuff. You know what I mean? Not to say that there are companies that don't do well with artists, but, you know, like I said, you know, I'm a co-founder of a lounge in Pittsburgh called Flow. He owns a cleaning company and a security company.
Also, I have a background, you know, because while I was incarcerated at one point, I learned a lot about law. So when I came home, I applied that when I was, you know, helping people that were incarcerated, you know, file petitions and, you know, and file motions. So I have different, but like I said, it all stems to what he said about business, because, you know, you gotta kind of know, I won't say law with business, but you gotta paperwork is law.
It's so important.
That's
all the
you know
details.
what I mean? So with that being said, you know, a lot of these things that I've obtained, you know, I apply it to our, you know, business infrastructure for the music.
And I think that a lot of rappers might not take that. They might be like, yo, I need to go get somebody to help me with my paperwork. But what you got to know is that I write business plans. I've been writing business plans since I was 17. How you write a business plan is just how you write a rap. It's the same way. You know what I mean? I write plays. How I write a play is the same way I write a rap.
Confidence.
You know, and the structure's the same. The paragraphing's similar. The words are similar. So it's like what you think you can do, you really can do. It's just that we did it just because we didn't have nothing, so we had to start from scratch, and then we found out, damn, we've been doing this. So it's like, you know, that's how we see with the labels, you know. And we got them #1 records, you know. We got them, you know what I'm saying. Or there's so much more to create, but we know that our recording quality and our talent has the potential to really be on those chart topping hits. So.
Right. You know, we separate ourselves, you know, with a lot of other local acts, because, you know, some local acts would, you know, prefer record in the basement, record, you know, as you see, we're at Tough Sound recording. So we kind of like, we want quality every time we do something.
Quality is
so it's key, you know, like you said, different, unique.
dope.
Yeah, but no, it's very important. You know what I mean? You know, full package deal. You know, we know the business side. You know, we got the quality music. Now it's just execution. You know, so it's all thanks to drugs. And, you know, once again, I thank you for talking to us, for taking the time out to come here.
You guys are, like I said before, dope.
Yeah,
Still
you
are
know,
dope.
Seriously. Hey, man.
Shout out to Alexis. I appreciate
shout out to
it.
Alexis.
You know what I'm
Shout out to
saying?
Soy, man. Shout out to Soy Sauce.